My parents chose my brother's award over visiting me after a car crash. Now they want my savings to bail him out of a fraud scandal. I refused. I was 19 when it happened. Sophomore year of college, driving back to campus after Thanksgiving break. Some guy ran a red light and hit my car on the driver's side going 50 miles per hour. I woke up in the hospital with a broken arm, 3 cracked ribs, and a concussion. The nurses told me I was lucky to be alive. The first thing I did was call my parents. Mom answered and I could barely get the words out. I'd been in an accident. I was in the hospital. I needed them. She went quiet for a second, then said they'd try to come see me soon. Try to come soon. Not we're on our way or we'll be there in 2 hours. Just that they'd try. I found out later why. My older brother Derek was receiving some big marketing award that same weekend. Some young professional achievement thing his company was giving him. It was 3 hours away in the opposite direction from my hospital. My parents chose the award ceremony. They sent my Aunt Karen instead, who lived an hour from my college. She's the one who stayed with me that first night, held my hand while I cried from the pain, helped me to the bathroom because I could barely walk. My parents showed up 2 days later with flowers and apologies, said Derek's ceremony was really important for his career, that they knew Aunt Karen would take good care of me, that I was young and would heal fast. Derek didn't even call me, not once. I spent a week in that hospital and my brother never picked up the phone. When I finally got released, I had to do physical therapy for months. My arm didn't heal right and I still can't lift anything heavy without pain. But my parents had plenty of photos from Derek's award ceremony to show me. Him in his fancy suit, them beaming proud next to him, the whole perfect family moment I wasn't part of. That was 6 years ago. I graduated college, got a decent job as a graphic designer, and saved every dollar I could. Lived with 2 roommates in a tiny apartment, bought my clothes from thrift stores, packed lunch every single day instead of eating out. By 25, I had $30,000 in savings. I was planning to use it as a down payment on a small condo. Then last month, my mom called. She used her sweet voice, the one she uses when she wants something. Asked how I was doing, made small talk about the weather, then finally got to the point. Derek was in trouble. Big trouble. Turns out my golden child brother had been running some kind of investment scam through his marketing company, promising clients huge returns, taking their money, and using it to fund his expensive lifestyle. The fancy car, the downtown loft, the designer clothes, all bought with other people's money. Now he was being sued by 12 different clients and facing possible fraud charges. Mom said they'd already drained their retirement account trying to pay for lawyers. They needed another $25,000 to keep Derek out of jail. She asked if I could help. Actually, she didn't really ask. She said, we're family and family helps each other. I laughed. Couldn't help it. The sound just came out. I told her I remembered being family 6 years ago when I was alone in a hospital bed. When Derek got his award and I got Aunt Karen, she tried to guilt trip me, said I was being selfish, that Derek made a mistake and needed support, that they'd pay me back eventually. I asked her when they planned to pay back Aunt Karen for all those hospital visits, for the groceries she bought me when I couldn't drive, for the physical therapy co-pays she covered when I was broke. Mom went quiet. Then she said this wasn't about the past, it was about Derek's future. That's when I told her no. Just flat out no. I wasn't giving them a single dollar. My savings were mine, earned by me, for me, after years of them choosing Derek over me every single time Dad called next. Tried the angry approach, said I was being vengeful and petty, that real adults forgive and move on. I told him real parents show up when their kid is in the hospital. He hung up on me. Derek finally called yesterday. First time I'd heard his voice in almost a year. He apologized for everything, said he messed up and just needed help getting back on his feet. I asked him if he remembered my car accident. There was silence. Then he admitted he didn't really remember much from that time. It wasn't important to him. His award ceremony was a big deal. I told him that was all I needed to hear and blocked his number. My Aunt Karen called this morning. She heard about the whole situation from my mom, said she was proud of me for standing my ground, that I didn't owe them anything. She also told me she's been adding money to a small investment account in my name since the accident, her way of making sure I'd be okay. It's got about $8,000 in it now, and she wants me to have it for my condo.